guitar tones during practice. That's a big deal to a lot of people. They want their guitar tone just right for practice. Now, when I was gigging all the time, I could care less what my guitar tone was when I practice, because that was for playing out. For practice, for me, I just needed to see that I was playing things cleanly. But now that I'm at home, guitar tone when I practice is a lot bigger deal. What we're going to do is we're going to learn how to separate practice time from tone time. Okay, we're going to think of it that way. This is practice time. This is tone time. Working on your tone is an endless pursuit, which equals time waster. Okay, there's just so many variables. Just the guitar itself, just adjustments, pickup heights, replacing pickups, getting your tone just right, your pedals, swapping pedals out, what amp you're going to use, settings on that amp. It can balloon. It will take up all the time that you have available. We want to get that under control. We're not going to let that take up all of our time. I would suggest, if you have a little bit extra free time, to schedule in some tone time with your amps, time with your pedals, where it's not the time that you're trying to get better with the guitar. Separate these things out. And that's the key to all of this scheduling stuff, is separate things out, be intentional with the time you have, and you're going to see a lot more results in your playing. But what I have come to realize is that I use both clean and distorted tones, overdrive tones in my playing. And I used to just practice clean all the time. And my thought process was, well, I'll be able to hear exactly what I'm playing. And it's a good thought process. But what would happen is, when I would go to play distortion, I would have a gig and go out and play distortion. Those things that I practiced clean were noisy. I would have open strings. I'd have my palm would mute when I didn't want it to. I didn't hear what they sounded like with distortion, and they would come off sloppy. So what I figured out is, I need to practice with both. I need to practice things both clean and also with distortion. If it's a lick, I'll practice it both ways. And having a distortion box on the floor, really, it makes that easy. Bam, practice with distortion and practice it clean. Clean, I can make sure I'm hitting every note correctly, because distortion is forgiving. And that's why we love it so much. You don't have to be as accurate as you would do if you're playing clean. But clean tones, you can see exactly what's going on there. So for each time you do a scale, it'd be a good idea to, if you're going through your scale patterns, play once clean and once with distortion. And that way you can hear all the different problems that go on. And also, save your practice presets. You don't want indecision. Should I practice with this or should I use this? Then you've wasted time. What I really like about the Spark amp, that I've done a whole lot of stuff with, I'm going to do a whole lot more with the Spark amp, is the fact, yes, I can go into the app and find a million different sounds. But on top of the Spark amp, I've got 4 preset buttons. So I don't even have to open my phone. I can get to practicing and get the tones I need, my 4 basic tones right away. And I'm not wasting time trying to decide what tone that I'm just going to use. I like to have clean, crunch, lead, and then like a special effect. Maybe it's like an ambient channel, or it's something with a lot of, like a univibe type sound. But I like to set up 4 things that I would practice with, or even just jam with, and I don't have to open the app. I love opening the app. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. Hey there, thanks for watching. If you are really ready to stop wasting time and get moving, I have a free gift for you. It's my free mini course called Get Moving Guitar, and you can get it by clicking the link below in the description. I'm so glad you're here, and if you'd like to support the podcast and get more of this content that is actually designed to help you become the guitarist that you've always wanted to be, sign up for my VIP supporter program. And for as little as $3 a month, you get access to the private VIP podcast. I will see you soon in the next video.